Hi guys, I'm back again. This is another story of it. There's an article here written by Mashudu Sadike saying EFF challenges budget framework in High Court, then is ANC collision talks. But they did meet, ANC and the EFF. They did meet. So they working with the DA to challenge the budget because the ANC managed to get Action SA and other political parties, smaller political parties, to pass the budget, and the VAT increases included there. So the DA and the AFF are teaming up to for a court case challenging the budget. So now Abu Balula and everyone else is mad that EFF, now you're working with the DA, but you said we'll never work with the DA because the DA that stands for white monopoly capital. They're supporting white people, they're protecting the status quo. But now you are working with them. But yeah, the DA is fighting for the poor here. We can see that fighting against VAT increase is fighting for the poor, guys, because it's gonna affect them the most. It affects everyone, but the people that is gonna hit hard is the poor. So the FF stand for who? For the poor. So now they're not supposed to support that because I guys, I don't know. Maybe I don't know politics. I mean, maybe I'm forced and with commenting this, reading these articles for you. Maybe I don't know politics. But come on, if people are fighting, if your enemy is fighting for your people, you're not gonna support your enemy. Come on now. The EFF they need claims that they were in talks with the ANC before filing court papers to challenge the adoption of the 2025 fiscal framework and revenue proposal, specifically especially the VAT hike. The party filed its papers in the Western Cape High Court on Tuesday, seeking to have the framework declared invalid and unconstitutional following the passing of the budget last week. The organization's court papers were filed hours after the ANC announced that they were still in talks with its coalition partner, the DA, over their quarrel on whether the two parties should maintain their arrangement in the GNU. Many people were asking why the ANC is working with the DA, and they have opposing opposing policies very, and they are opposing in its extremist. The DA is leaning to the right, and the ANC is leaning to the left. But they wanna work together to find a middle ground. And many people are saying, you guys are playing games. ANC just work with the left parties, MK and the EFF. And the business went crazy and said, no, the right party, DA, go there quick and prevent these two left parties from entering. Because, let's face it, guys, MK, the combination of MK, EFF, and the ANC, that combination, I cannot imagine. Cannot imagine that combination, Baba. Radical policies that could be passed there, I'm telling you. Obviously, the ANC will resist because they are puppets of the white monopoly, but these two, Baba, you would come with other policies, but business would run if they run. This follows the DA's launching of its own court papers last week, challenging its own ally on the passing of the budget. The DA voted against the ANC in the National Assembly. The EFF court application accused that the National Assembly adoption of the 2025 fiscal framework and revenue proposal was unlawful and unconstitutional. The party claims that the Standing Committee on Financial failed to follow the Money Bills Amendment Procedure and Related Matters Act, which requires a clear statement accepting or amending the fiscal framework before a report can be adopted. The filing of the papers this week comes as the sources within the party claim the Red Berets had been in talks with the ANC and were awaiting the outcome of the ANC decision on whether to keep the DA in the GNU or not. However, EFF spokesperson Sinawo Tambo said the party had filed the court papers after assessing its options. They didn't follow the DA. It's now 13 years. We are not in talks with the ANC about the GNU and have not been at any stage, Tambo said. About the ANC, this Tambo boy and that Loans and others are EFF Baba. Where does the EFF get these boys? They call this smart, brother. They're smart. They're smart. They're all of them. Julius Malema is smart, Julius. He surrounds himself with smart people. I know those who don't support them, they say, they're not smart, they just certified. But these people are smart, they're educated, they're very smart. You can see they can talk clearly. Why? He said that the party's focus has been on producing a pro-poor and job-oriented budget in all its interactions. With all political parties, we filed our papers after assessing whether it would be appropriate to pursue the case on our own or intervene on the case that is already before the Western Cape High Court, the DA case, and assessing prospects of success. Anything other than that is gossip in an attempt to distract from the VAT hikes which will harm the poor on 1 May 2025. By the way, I also received so the HNS is saying that the VAT, the ANC won't increase the VAT. They talking nonsense because I also received the SMS from Capitec because the charges on Capitec were 750 when you withdraw man. Now they are 8 rand because of the 0.5 VAT increase. So it's happening, guys, on the 1st of May. It's happening. Maybe some of you have received such messages and SMSs. During the passing of the budget last week, the EFF voted the DA and the Freedom Front Plus against the ANC. Voted with the DA. And Balula is mad about that. The EFF say they won't work with white people. Now they vote with... They should have abstained. Come on. Abstain what? They believe in this thing that they're voting against. They believe that they should vote against it. Because now the DA is voting against it, they should abstain. And Balula Manuel, I don't know who I'll never vote for your ANC. During the passing of the budget, a day after the budget passed, the party wrote a letter to the Speaker of the National Assembly, Toko Titiza. The fiscal framework is not just a routine budget document, it is the foundation upon which all other financial legislation for the year is built, including the division of revenue bill and the appropriations bill. It is the fiscal framework is adopted through an unlawful processes, then all related legislation falls into legal uncertainty, the EFF stated in the letter. Also, they going there in terms of technicalities. The NCT didn't do anything wrong, but technically they might have done something. They're just hoping, these people. Do they think ANC would just do these things without doing their groundwork in terms of how the law works? Come on. ANC spokesperson Mahlengi Bengu Mutsiri did not respond to a request for comments. Political analyst John Mulapo said that the ANC would have to offer the EFF significant incentives to secure its support should the party decide to save its coalition with the DA. The likelihood is that the ANC has reached out to the EFF to secure their support, he said. He said that the outcome of the EFF and DA cases will have significant implications for the country's fiscal policy and the role of the parliament in ensuring that the government is held accountable. So the DA likes to run the country through courts. We all know that they like courts too much because they know politically the ANC will beat them any day politically, like they just did now. They're using them, passing all the policies. The DA is just with a 23%, they're just sitting there and can't oppose anything, can't do anything, while the ANC is passing the laws that they are against. Yeah, I cannot be in DA's shoes, guys. Anyway, subscribe, to like, if you find anything that has value in this video. This is your boy Sim Tembele. This is Mzansi Political Channel. See you on the next video.